You know exactly where it started. That's the part that won't leave you alone. Not because the moment was dramatic, because it wasn't. Most of the time, the turning points don't feel important when they're happening. They're small. A compromise, a delay, a decision you told yourself was temporary, a stand that you plan to return to later. That's why they're easy to miss, until you look back, and suddenly, you can see it. The conversation, the habit, the season of life, the moment something changed direction. That's what's strange about hindsight. It turns ordinary moments into landmarks. You start realizing that the version of your life you're living now didn't appear overnight. It started somewhere. And deep down, you know where. You know when the excuses started sounding reasonable. You know when the effort changed. You know when you stopped holding yourself to the same standard. That's why certain memories stay with people. Not because they're nostalgic, because they're evidence. Evidence of a moment they understood more clearly than they did at the time. That's the uncomfortable part. Because once you know where it started, you also know it wasn't random. It wasn't fate. It wasn't bad luck. It was a series of choices that seemed small enough to ignore, until they weren't. Most people think they're haunted by their mistakes. I don't think that's true. I think they're haunted by the moments they recognized too late. The moments they now understand carried more weight than they realized. That's why awareness can feel so heavy. Because every now and then, you can trace the line backward. Back to the conversation. Back to the habit. Back to the decision. Back to the moment when things first began moving in a different direction. And the truth is, you've known where it started for a long time. This is Ritual POV.